I have a quick tutorial to teach you how to dry pears at home. Hi, I'm Shelly from Frugal Family Home, where I make quick tutorials to help build your cooking and baking confidence, and today I wanted to help you preserve pears at home for the winter. Pears are in season now, they're yummy, they're delicious, and they're even better dried, just like candy. So let's get started and I'll show you how easy it is to dry pears. The first things we're going to need are our pears, and I have pears that my aunt grew at her house, and these haven't been sprayed or anything, so I'm not going to peel them. If you have pears from someone who's used pesticides or herbicides or something, then you might want to consider taking the peel off. But these I know were grown without any spray or anything, so I'm going to go ahead and leave the peel on. I'm also going to need a melon baller just to scoop out the ends, and I'll show you how to do that. And the final item you'll need is just a little paring knife, and I love these paring knives, they work so great. So those are the items we're going to need. Now let's get started on preparing our pears. So the first thing we need to do is we need to quart. I use a melon baller, and I just go right into there, take the top out, then we take the blossom end out too, just like that. And then take our paring knife and cut it in half, and then we're going to use the melon baller, and we're just going to scoop out the center, and just scoop out the center again here. And because this one has this kind of black line from a worm or something here, then I'm just going to cut that out. Just like that. Now this pear is ready to slice. So now we're going to take our pears that are already prepared, and we're just going to slice them into slices about the same width. And I just take my paring knife and just try to slice them as evenly as possible. The more even you get them, the better they'll dry at the same rate. And again, if you don't want to leave the skin on, you can take the skin off. I'm just leaving it on, and just like that, your pears are nicely sliced. And I try to keep them pretty thin so they'll dry pretty efficiently. And now that we have quite a few sliced, we're going to move them over to the dehydrator tray and just leave a little room between them so the air can circulate around. And we're just going to fill up a tray. And as soon as I fill up a tray, I like to get it into the dehydrator and start dehydrating it, because the less time they sit out, then the less they'll turn brown. Now, I don't treat mine with anything. You could treat your pears with something to keep it from browning, but really I don't mind. The color doesn't make a difference, and they dehydrate, and that's one less thing I have on the fruit. I just like to keep it as natural as I can. We have our tray filled. We're going to take it to our dehydrator, and now we have our pears in the dehydrator all tucked in there. We're going to dehydrate them for about 12 hours at 135 degrees until they're crisp and there is no pockets of moisture left. And here is our pears all dry. You can see they're a little flexible, but they're nice and dry. There's no pockets of moisture or anything in them. And this thicker one is pliable here and all the way dry. I'm just going to take these off of here. We're going to let our pears sit and cool, and then we'll put them in our jars. And once your dried pears are cooled, we're going to put them into our jars. Now, I use smaller jars to store my dried foods in, because if you have a pear or two that doesn't get fully dried and you don't realize it, and you put all of your dried pears into one jar, it's going to ruin all of them. And if you put just a few in each jar and seal them up, then you will have, if something goes wrong with one jar, you still have all the others. So it's really good that you divide them up and just kind of shove them in there and work them around. And then you'll just want to use, you can use the ball lids with these or the plastic lids, whatever you have on hand and whatever will work best for you. And store them in a cool, dry place. Just like that. And that's how simple and easy it is to dry pears. And if you'd like the printable tutorial, just look for the link in the description. And if you don't subscribe to our channel yet, what's stopping you? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.